Mike. How are things back at home?
About the same. Reading an interesting autobiography. What about you?
Nothing that interesting. Just gave someone a speeding ticket earlier. Any luck job hunting?
I've tried making some calls. Nobody seems that interested, though.
You know, I saw an advertisement in the newspaper during my break. Looks like that one family restaurant is looking for work.
Which one? Freddy's?
It's the only one in town, yeah. Think you're interested?
I think I'll try giving them a call. Thanks for the heads up, Ness.
You're welcome. I need to get back on duty now, though. Wish you luck.
Thanks a lot. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
I hope they have a coffee machine. Since when was there a chicken? Just 6 hours of this for a week.
I wanted to record a message for you to, help you get settled in on your first night. Believe it or not, I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact. So, I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll do fine. So, let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing. You know, welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not for 20 years and I never got a... Light of 87. Yeah. It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Also, just wanted to mention something about the power here. Now, let me tell you something. This building's old, and I mean, like, old. So the power here gets a bit trippy. And you see the doors on your left and right? Those are used to keep intruders out, and to, you know, keep yourself safe. So, if the power does happen to run out, the doors go up. It's kind of a failsafe, so you don't get stuck inside there. Now, concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours during your shift, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll probably, they'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, that sounds very bizarre, but stick with me on this one. Now, since that's technically against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to, forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with, cross beams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around, you know, the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcefully pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and possibly death. The only parts of you that will likely see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth when they pop out from the mask. Yeah, did they not tell you this when they signed you up? But hey, first day should be a breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check with cameras. Remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power, alright? Good night.
I wish they had a coffee machine. Place is a wreck. Let's just get this over with.
Hello? Well, if you're hearing this and you made it to day 2, congrats! I won't talk quite as long this time since Freddy and his friends tend to become more active as the week progresses. It might be a good idea to peek at those cameras while I talk, just to make sure everyone's in their proper place, you know. Interestingly enough, Freddy himself doesn't really come off stage very often. I heard he becomes a lot more active in the dark though, so hey, I guess that's one more reason not to run out of power, right? I also want to emphasize the importance of using your door lights. There are some blind spots in your camera views, and those blind spots have to be right outside your doors. So if you can't find something, or in this case, someone, on your cameras, be sure to check the door lights. You might only have a few seconds to react. Not that you would be in any danger, of course. I'm not implying that. Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time. I guess he doesn't like being watched. I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure you have everything under control. Talk to you soon.
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience. Fazbear Entertainment is excited to join the digital age, and what better way to do that than with an edge-of-your-seat virtual reality experience. We know that Fazbear Entertainment has developed something of a bad reputation over the last few decades, and while it's true that some stories associated with our name were loosely based on actual events, the majority of them were total fabrications from the mind of a complete lunatic, lawsuits pending. but we aren't above laughing at ourselves. Ha ha ha. That's why we have recreated many of these completely fictitious scenarios, lies that you've been fed over the last several years, into a hilarious VR game, in the hopes that we can finally move past these childish ghost stories and develop a new relationship with you, as well as your kids. Don't forget the merch, perfect for birthdays. So sit back and enjoy a few scares. We do, however, ask that you agree to a simple waiver before you play. You acknowledge that Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for accidental digital consciousness transference, real-world manifestations of digital characters, nightmares, night terrors, night sweats. Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear Virtual Experience. Use the console in front of you to navigate the menu and pick one of the frightening experiences available. By completing these scenarios, more will become available. You'll see plenty of familiar faces and some new ones as well. So stay a while and have... Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
Hello? Hello? I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll do fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those